Okay. So these, I guess they're the different sizes too. I didn't realize that. Shouldn't be a problem though.
No. What you do is drill a pilot hole and then run your lag bolt into the table. That way it holds your blocks still.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to secure these down no matter what we do. But we could also just pretty much get those, the deck screws and just screw them right directly down. That'll be fine. That's what I did before inside in the testing area.
You
We're
know
doing
they
that.
will go right through it. We tried that out already.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. We definitely know that. Go ahead and adjust this just a little bit here. Okay, so we got the lineup of pretty much Flex, Milwaukee, Rigid, Hercules. We also got Impacts too as well that we're going to be playing with too. And you know what? I didn't grab me that Milwaukee that's over there and grab me the.
You want this old Milwaukee?
Yeah, give me the old Milwaukee. That's like a
Old
Gen
Milwaukee.
1. Old Milwaukee. But it's a fuel, so I mean this sucker's been through a beat. It's been through a beating. It's my handy one. And then what we'll go ahead and do is let's go ahead and get some. We'll do it to where we'll have it here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put these 6 3/8 inch deck screws inside them. We'll just shoot them down completely. And just go ahead and do that with the Flex. Yeah,
You're choosing the Flex over the rest of them, huh?
yeah, I know it'll go through it. I'm gonna put it on the side so when we drill the holes. So that holds it good.
You one in opposite corners.
Think so?
Yeah, because it's going to try to spin on you.
Good deal. We'll go ahead and add them. Keep on adding them. This one has some holes in it already, but we'll be okay.
You can try a different impact while you're
Rico,
doing
why don't you
that.
help me out over here?
Yeah. Try that impact on the next one.
Yeah.
That way you gotta. Forgot the eject button on there.
Yeah, the eject button on there. I'm already bleeding. That does feel good. You want to try the, give me the Hercules?
The Hercules is 1/2 inch drive, so
Yeah.
you don't need an adapter for that one.
Yeah, which is a pain in the ass. I'd rather not even play with that.
Find a 1/2 inch drive socket that's 1/4 inch or whatever size that is. What is
There's
it?
one over there. Let me go grab it real quick. Hey Rico, drop it on, put on some tunes, man.
You need that? Need this? Hey, that piece is on my passenger seat if you want to check it out closer than you did at work. It's pretty sweet. I should have got the better one though. No. But
Okay.
it's got a different slide on it. It's already milled for some stuff, and
Let me see.
that one's not milled for anything.
Okay, it's still 0. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to record it, so that's the important part is that I'm recording. Because that way I don't have to record inside. And then from there I can just download it or edit little pieces of it. Just want to make sure it's still recording good.
So what you got over there, Mark?
What do I have over here?
You got some shiny pieces of metal.
Yeah, I got some shiny pieces of metal. I had a pain in the ass trying to drive it with that earlier today.
So the Hercules wasn't putting the show up against the Rigid or the Flex, huh?
Yeah, you'll see. We'll go ahead and, but you know, I mean, I did like the drill. This should work fine. Just really doesn't have the mustard.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have the.
Didn't have the mustard.
Doesn't have the juice.
Give me the other Harbor Freight. Yeah,
The Bauer.
the Bauer. Bauer is about equally the same, I would say. It's about exactly the same. But like I said, I didn't like the fact that
you need a bit.
oh yeah, you're right.
It's in the
Where is that?
Hercules.
Here it is. And then you got to, you know, get everything, put it all together. Yeah. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, man.
Now, do they have one that has the?
I think they do. I just
yeah, definitely not quite as torquey. As
definitely
the
not
Rigid
as
or the
torquey
Flex.
as the Flex or the Rigid. Rigid worked actually really nice on that one.
You want to try Milwaukee against it? You know, put another one down at
Yeah, give me the
opposite
two.
end?
Give me the fuel Milwaukee fuel on that.
This is a. Yeah, I guess that's still an M18.
Yeah, M18 Milwaukee
Now,
fuel.
those are different model fuels.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't even have the. I don't even think.
So is
we
it
do.
the only difference? One's newer.
Yeah. Well, that one is not brushless. That's brushed on that
Okay.
one. So that's the difference between that one.
So yeah, you got to point that out between all of the different.
Yeah. You know, it was a
models.
stupid thing I did. So this that Bauer is not brushless either. It is brushed.
Okay.
So, but it comes with a lithium-ion package, and you know, you got like 10 types of tools, and you're just picking the biggest one they have, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
it's not on
brushless.
par with the same. But I mean, this Milwaukee right here is brushed.
That is brushed. Yeah,
This is
that
a
is
brushed
brushed.
drill.
This one's brushless over here that I have.
Yeah.
But at least we'll be able to test it out and just kind of see how it works.
It's good to try to compare apples to apples.
There you go.
So
I think
is the Hercules and the Bauer both brushless, or are they brushed?
these are both brushless right here.
Both brushless.
Yes,
and
for
they
impacts.
did not have quite
You know what?
the amount of power of.
Another thing that I did too was I took the 8 amp hour Bauer and the 8 amp hour.
That could be another valid point. Like
Go
you
ahead
got-
and give
you
me
got a
that. Let's
5
go
amp.
ahead and test that out too as well, just to
So we can
kind of
put
make
an
sure.
8 amp Bauer on the 8 amp, or you know.
So that is definitely something. I mean, I think I did that earlier, but I'm not really sure if I
Send
did.
more amperage to it. So yeah, you got your battery over there.
So let's go ahead and play with that.
You know, like if we're going to run big battery, it needs to be big battery versus big battery, brushless versus brushless.
Yeah, I
brush
hear you.
versus brush. Try to
I
make
just dropped that
everything
little bit.
as even as a playing field
I'll
as
just use this
possible.
one. All right, so let's go ahead and drive another one through. Oh, almost went in the hole.
It can be a good or a bad thing if it goes in the hole.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lose it and never get it back.
That made a lot of
That
a
made
difference.
a big difference.
That made a lot of a difference.
That
That made a lot of a
made
difference.
a big difference.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to have to edit that video again before I launch it. Let's go ahead and try the Hercules with the 8 amp hour on here.
You got to compare apples to apples. You can't.
That went in there nice and smooth.
Now, I wasn't driving them home quite like the Flex or the Rigid.
It definitely wasn't.
Like when we were able to screw it almost completely through a 4x4
Yeah.
before it.
Let me see if I'm not getting this on. let me do this.
Woo, 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 woo.
That should be okay. Actually, let me move that over there, because that's going to be the test table. Okay.
You need some like romantic music playing or something.
Romantic, yeah. Well, I was telling Rico to go ahead and get the some of the sound box kicking. Just make sure that it's
Name
cooking.
drop.
Looks like we have 3 viewers on.
3.
Yeah,
Oh,
whopping
my
3.
goodness.
Hey, yeah, that's
I
good.
hope they're entertained.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest.
Couple rednecks on a Friday night. Go
What
ahead and
else is there
readjust
to
this.
do?
Yeah. Except go ahead and test power tools here.
I got it.
But yeah, it did make a big difference. The 8 amp hour battery did make a big difference on there.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to make that much of a difference because I guess I was so used to
It most
Milwaukee.
definitely will. No, I mean, and even with Milwaukee, it makes that big of a difference.
Well, I'll tell you what, I do have a small Milwaukee here, a small battery. I wanted to go ahead and test that
Put
out.
it on a brushless Milwaukee
Yeah,
impact.
where's
and
that- where is
run
that?
another one of them screws in
Yeah,
there.
here you go. Let me go ahead and try that. Okay, now we are trying the Milwaukee
got a bit.
brushless,
Yeah.
the fuel. This is my, let me go ahead and make sure I put it in mode 3. I'll go ahead and put it over here.
See if it struggles the same way to.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see.
It
Cousin.
did. It struggled a little bit more than the big battery, but not like. Not
It was
like-
smooth though going in.
Yeah.
It felt smooth.
It wasn't like the Harbor Freight tool.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, what's the point? So you got to buy a Harbor Freight tool. You buy it. By the time you buy that plus $100 battery, is it really worth it?
Yeah, you're almost in the same. You know,
You're in the same
price
realm.
range. Like you can buy, a combo kit that comes with a drill and an impact, 2 batteries and a charger.
Yeah, you're sitting there at what, 370
Not even.
bucks?
Not even.
Hey, make sure you close that door, buddy.
I got one for $140.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and then by the time you're doing that, you already got a DeWalt, or a Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, I bought a Milwaukee, $140.
Yeah, I remember that
drill
one.
impact, 2 batteries, 1 charger, $140. So by the time like at Harbor Freight, you had to buy the drill, buy the battery, buy
Yeah.
the charger. Are you really getting that much of a saving
Yeah,
with the cheaper tool? I mean, when you look at it, you're like, oh, it's a cheaper, it's a easier selling point. But then when you start buying all the accessories, and you don't have the access to the same amount of tools.
yeah.
And
That's
a lot of
definitely
these
a
newer
thing.
companies, well, not newer, but all these companies are coming out with more and more tools that use the same battery and power
Mm-hmm.
system, and have plenty of power behind them.
So I'm checking out the. Let me make sure I'm just checking out YouTube. We got likes. I'm not supposed to. I'll tell you later. But
Supposed to cross-platform.
yeah. So I'm not
But
doing.
yeah,
that.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, are you really saving money?
Yeah,
by going the
honestly,
cheaper
I
route?
don't think you are saving money at the end of the day after playing with what I was playing with. But
For your average homeowner, not necessarily someone that's using them every day,
yeah,
that might be an easy go-to. Just hanging up picture frames and whatnot, and needs a drill around the house.
so you got the difference between consumer and a prosumer.
I guess a prosumer is a word.
Yeah, that's actually what Harbor Freight uses it as, because they say,
A prosumer?
yeah, they call this the prosumer line, and then they call this the consumer line.
Oh,
It's kind of one of those things that, this is kind of
Yeah,
more
a
professional.
gimmicky.
Yeah, it's a gimmicky kind of thing. So I did pick that up from them. I did do some research on Harbor Freight when I was shooting the video. But okay, so I guess, so we got these secured down, and I think what we're gonna do is, I think we should test out some lag bolts.
Yeah.
Or should we, actually, let's go ahead and do a drill straight in on the side, and then we'll drop in the lag bolts in case lag bolts get stuck. And we can't get it out like the other 2 that I have on here already. So that
I mean,
will,
you remember
come stand over here.
I don't want to.
Come on, stand over here. Just
Nah.
stand over here. You're fine. You're
Maybe
fine.
Trim my mustache up.
What? Come stand over here at least because more movement.
Oh, I got company stuff on. I can't.
Don't worry about that. Nobody sees that here. Let me put something
you got
over
some
it.
tape to put over that.
Yeah, let me get some tape and put some tape over it so we don't show any kind of companies we work for, protecting the identities. Good gracious. Where's Rico at?
He had to run up to the drink store.
The what?
Had to go to the gas station.
Oh. Here you go. Here, use.
Yeah, let me tape some of this up. You got some black tape?
Yeah, I do have some black tape. Let me go grab the black tape real quick. I have that.
I used it for a Band-Aid last weekend.
Yeah. Well, yeah, where did that go? We did use that for a Band-Aid last weekend, didn't we? Where did the black tape go? I thought it was over here. The electrical tape. Well, I didn't see it. I could go run and grab some. I know where it's at.
Right here.
Oh, there it is.
I know I seen it earlier.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay, so I would say, getting these driving through is really gonna. I was gonna go ahead and measure the length. What would you say? It's about 3 feet,
Nah,
2.5 feet,
2.5.
maybe 2. Yeah,
2.5.
actually, let me go get.
2.5.
All right, 2.5 it is.
Should say on the thing right here.
Does it? It is Harbor Freight, It is Harbor Freight. They
doesn't
don't
say
really
how
tell
long
you
it
much.
is.
What?
It does not tell you how long it is.
I got this over here, so. You're at 25.5 inches, so 2 feet, 2 inches.
What? That's 2 foot 1.5. Hang on.
It's 24. Part of it's gonna be in the drill.
Yeah, Chuck would be 24.
I seen 24 on this thing earlier.
Did you? Well, how far do we want to really bring it down?
The whole way through. Drill
Yeah.
all the way through.
I said we do bring it all the way through. So 2 foot drill. I think that'll work out good. So, do you want to get the sissy bar for it?
Sissy bar for what? What?
No sissy bar? Yeah, I don't believe in sissy bar.
Don't be a sissy.
It's it's my wrist. I'll break it if I want it.
I mean, you got 2 of them.
Yeah, no, why not? It's not gonna grab, so I'm not even worried about it. We got.
Corrected, it is 25.
It is right there. I cut it off. Well, there we go. So what we're gonna do now, the idea is we're gonna need a third person. Maurice, you're gonna help us.
Third person view.
Well, no, a third person to drill these holes. Actually, it'd be better if let me go ahead and.
Which drill we're going to use first?
I don't know. I would say what we do is we kind of get it closer up here. Let's go ahead so people can kind of see what we're doing here. Or you want to do it individually?
Just grab a drill, chuck
Yeah,
it up,
let's-
and drill some holes, man.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
what
beat
the people
that.
came here to see.
Okay, so we're going to be using I'd say we go with the lowest first.
Yeah, start with what you think is going to perform the worst, and then go to the best. I'd say let's start with the Bauer. That's supposed to be the homeowner's drill of choice, right?
So yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Bowers. Let's start from let's go ahead and get the
'Cause you
knockoff
can't-
Amazon.
Okay, so we got the knockoff Amazon with a M18.
Yeah, knockoff
Big
Amazon.
battery.
Brushless
versus the Bauer.
versus the
'Cause
Bauer.
You can't have the impact because the impact is not a drill.
Yeah,
So-
there you go.
But you're gonna need the battery off
Let me
of
go
it.
ahead and take that off. Okay. So we're going to take the
Milwaukee.
Bauer against the Bobo Amazon. Ooh,
Milwaukee.
I gotta be
Let's
careful
do,
how I say that.
Amazon, Bauer, Hercules.
Amazon Bauer or Hercules.
That's impact. You need to drill.
Yeah, I need this, but let me go ahead and take that off. Go ahead and get the 8 amp hour battery, or it's going to perform really bad.
Then, as far as price wise goes, Rigid is in line with Milwaukee. You want to do Rigid or Milwaukee first?
I'm going to say Rigid Milwaukee
Rigid
Flex.
Milwaukee Flex.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
let's do the three. We're going to do the 3 lower end units. Okay.
And so, do you want to use the biggest bit to put the most strain on them, or the smallest bit?
I would say let's go with the biggest bit. Let's go right to it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and drill 3 different
Ain't gonna
holes.
fiddle fuck around.
Yeah. So this is it. 25-inch drill bit. Let me make sure I really tighten it.
It should go all the way through this 6x6.
Yeah, so it should go all the way through. Let me try to miss that lag bolt that's here. Just so everybody sees, I'm going to be taking this 25-inch drill bit and I'm going to be running it through this piece of 4x4 with 6x6. Okay. It's going to take me forever to do that.
You gotta go in the right way.
Yeah. Promise. Let me put it in drill mode.
It's on high speed.
It's on high. Maybe the drills suck.
I mean, that's
I mean, for real.
all right. So off the bat, we can see Harbor Freight drills are not the greatest.
I mean, you know, somebody else give it a shot. Here, come over here, give it a shot. Tell me I'm not crazy here.
They are not real sharp.
We can go ahead and sharpen them up.
You got the right angle. Well, here we'll try to Bauer.
We'll have Rico do all the legwork here.
We'll try to Bauer.
Yeah,
Now,
try,
should you try a pilot hole first? Because I mean, you're trying to put what's that, a 5/8 drill bit
yeah.
through something. I mean,
Tell me I'm crazy here.
I mean, that is not really going.
This is just not.
Let me use.
Yeah.
About 3 inches in.
Well, let's try a different one just for curiosity purposes.
And that is the Bobo drill you got,
Well, we're going to call it lesser quality drill.
the lesser quality drill. And you were not impressed with that one.
Whatever word you say, do not say Knockoff.
Yeah. And Bobos are.
Yeah, that Bobo's okay.
Knock that stuff out of it.
Let me go ahead and let me get something here. You're good?
Burning.
Well, I mean, I do have this drill bit.
That'd probably be a better one to try.
Oh, yeah.
Think
that
so?
would be-
Yeah.
that would be there.
Yeah, that one. No.
I think these you need a pilot hole.
Yeah.
First. That one you don't.
Yeah, that one is.
Well, let's try
this.
the Amazon drill again.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So this one,
Try Hercules with that drill anyway. Since it did
this
it
is going to be an
well.
18-inch, I'd say a half-inch hole, or 3.
That looks like 3/4.
Yeah.
With an Amazon drill.
Just make sure you don't hit that. There is.
If we get that far, we'll be lucky.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
You want to measure how far we got?
I think we should measure it. So let's go ahead and write it down. Well, let's go ahead.
I mean, we can try to go farther with it.
Go ahead.
Back it out.
Nope, no balls. No balls. We go ahead and check out the users here.
Now, this one,
We got 2 viewers.
this doesn't have that auto shut off like the Impact, does it?
No, it does not.
And it has basically killed the battery.
Did it?
Yep.
That was a full battery too.
Dang it, son.
What happened?
Burned my
There you have it. We already got somebody getting burnt and somebody cut, so you can't beat that.
All right, so it's saying the battery says it's got 2 bars on it.
Let me grab
This was a fully charged
yeah.
M18 3.0 lithium battery.
Give me that tape. Come on, I know you got a tape on you. Dude, good gracious, Rico.
I mean, it is going, but
They're just fighting.
it just... We're also drilling through the holes that are already there, so when it hits the solid wood, it does not like it.
No good. How far you say it went? About 9 inches, 8 inches. That's after a fight too.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a steady drill.
Yeah.
Say it, what you said.
Yeah, you can say that. So there we go. How far did you say you went in? Because we'll go ahead and write that down. I'm going to say the Amazon one.
You're drilling through all them.
Yeah, we're drilling through the holes.
every
Like,
spot.
it's really just fighting to make it through.
Yeah, forget it.
I mean, it would
It's,
definitely...
it's not a straight shot. You should be able to drill one time. The rules are we just drill straight until it stops. Yeah, so I'm
Now we
gonna.
got rules.
Yeah.
Rules and regulations.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna be sitting there fighting with it, you know. Imagine you bought a drill and you keep on fighting with it, and you're trying to get
I
something
mean,
drilled.
sometimes that's what you have.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
you have to do. But let's say you're at work and you're having a fight with it. That would be a pain in the butt. Okay, that is now the Bauer.
This is the Bauer's 20 volt lithium. We're gonna do the same thing.
Let me go ahead and
On drill.
you don't fight no more with the rigid. Let me go ahead and. What did that do?
They got to here before it stopped. Everything's stopping about.
I found out that the Bauer and that almost had the same punch, to be honest with you. But on one is where you get a little bit back from it.
Yeah, but that's not what you drill holes with.
Huh?
That's not what you drill holes with on one. So like you're getting about 3-4 inches worth of drill
So
out of each one, out of both of those
So-
before it binds and stops.
So the Bauer is going to do about 4 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. Let's go ahead and do the Hercules. Hercules.
Actually, that's Hercules.
Let me see here. You get
Let's
any
put a
comments?
mark on here.
And good enough.
So that's a 4-inch mark on there.
Yeah.
So we'll know if the Hercules.
Rico should be the measurement person. Come on, Rico.
We're running all these.
And he has his safety glasses, like 3 safety glasses.
Gonna run them all on speed 2.
He carries
and in
like
the
a
drill mode.
Huh? Huh? How about that? That Hercules is on a different level, dude, right?
Hercules buried the bit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that Hercules surprised me today.
So we'll say this one is in the decent category.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in decent. Yeah. That Hercules is, I'm telling you, man.
Well, that's a little warm.
Which one? Oh, that?
The bit.
So now the Rigid. Do you want to get the bigger battery for that? Is that the biggest battery we have for the Rigid?
It's a 6 amp.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, let's see what the Rigid can do.
You telling me that Hercules just beat out the Rigid?
Hercules did go farther than the Rigid.
Hercules beat out the Rigid. Uh-oh, we're going to have to take those two and put them head to head, right? Yeah, I just charged it brand spanking new right there on the floor.
Hercules did beat out the Rigid.
Hercules beat out the Rigid. Interesting. Interesting.
Class 2.
So I'm going to say that the Hercules and the Rigid are side by side.
Now, that Milwaukee there is a brushed Milwaukee over there, and this is the brushless, right?
Yeah.
Right now we're running all brushless against each other.
Yeah, let's do brushless. So that is an interesting thing right there. So the Rigid and the Hercules beat it out. So we're going to have to run some more tests behind it. Kind of see what they see what's going on with that.
Put some oil on this chuck.
Yeah, we definitely got to spray it down with something.
All right, so now we got Milwaukee brushless.
That is a Gen 1. Oh,
Gen 1.
you have it on drill or?
It's on,
Yeah.
yeah, it's on drill.
I don't think that chuck. I don't think that that clutch works. That is a Gen 1. It's an older Milwaukee.
It's a Gen 1.
I think it was just buckling on you.
Buckling. Oh, she right, buddy.
Oh, the battery's dead. Look at that. Or the battery got too hot.
It's showing 3
What?
bars.
That's crazy. Gen
So
1.
far,
Yeah.
This was happening and the battery gets up there.
Yeah. I mean, that is an older battery.
so far, we got Hercules on top.
Hercules is on top. Hercules is on top, definitely. So what do you got? The Flex?
Flex.
Oh, God. The Flex. I'm going to say that the Flex, like I
Try
said.
this in a new piece of wood.
Yeah, let's try that in a new piece of wood. Do you want a fresh piece of wood over there?
This one right here.
Yeah, make sure there's nothing. Okay, so it's all the way at the end on that
Alright,
one.
so here's the Flex.
That Flex is on point, son.
I say out of the bunch, Flex,
Flex wins the.
hands down, deep drill.
But the
test.
Hercules definitely
Hercules
surprised me.
That was definitely a surprise. Now,
Interesting.
all of them, you can force all of them to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so, interesting. Now, the paddle bit, I don't even want to mess with that because having to pull it back out after it goes in is a whole nother nightmare in itself.
What you mean?
Oh, God. Get the paddle bit all the way in and trying to pull it out.
That's not that bad.
Let's go ahead and, well, we can't really do too many paddle bits with it, right?
Yeah.
I'd say we could do an endurance test with it.
What do you mean?
Well, so
I got some Forstner bits at the house too.
that would be interesting.
It's basically a powder bit, but it's round, so it can drill a big hole.
Huh, that would be interesting. That would be actually really good.
I can run down and grab them real quick.
You think we should run a test on that? Or you want to go lag bolts?
Lag bolts put a lot of, remember when we were trying to screw that porch together?
Yeah.
The lag bolts were definitely putting the hurting on everything.
I'd say we go ahead and drop in some lag bolts. Would probably be better off.
Mark, I'll let you take care of the lag bolt test.
The lag bolt test, you sure about that one?
Yeah, you want me to go grab them Forstner bits?
Yeah, let's go ahead and test that out because then we could put it vertically and go to the side of it.
Yeah.
And that would actually be a pretty good test. I would like to do that. Go grab, see if you just grab the golf cart and get over there, or you can drive that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run some tests. Hey Rico, you think you can help me set up for the lag bolt test? Or Maurice, you want to help me set up? Rico.
Giving me a tape. Tag.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna take that?
Come on, man. You don't have to talk. Just get over here and help me.
He don't talk anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the next thing, I was I'm gonna go with these bigger lag bolts this time.
I gotta go grab some Forstner back.
The only problem with the lag bolts this high is that it's gonna kick on me pretty hard. What do you think, Rico?
Get one of the benches right there and put it over there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't like doing this unless I can get on top of them.
Yeah, it's I definitely want to make sure I do that. That way I get some, yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable in doing that. Okay. So let me see here, can you hand me that right there? And I have that right there. I bet you that I'll end up breaking these bits if I run this one over here. What do you think? It shouldn't be too bad on the lag bolt. I'm not going to run this big lag bolt though. Okay. So I think we're going to do impacts with it first. So we'll get the Milwaukee. We'll get the Hercules. And that Hercules is going to run the 8 amp hour battery. And then the Flex. And what else we got? The Rigid. This is going to be a good lineup right here, right? Oh, God, that's stupid. I hate this.
I didn't realize the Hercules got an 8.
I know. I mean, it's such a pain in the butt to get these things off. There you go. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with the Rigid first, Now let's go with the Hercules first. And then we will go with, well, I mean, this is an older, this Milwaukee's an older one. I don't think she's going to do what we think it's going to do. And I shouldn't need this here for this test. Okay. Go ahead and grab that. That should be good. Let me use a smaller one. Okay, we're going to go with the Hercules first. Okay, Hercules test, 5-inch lag bolt with an 8 amp hour battery. This is the brushless. Crap, I went too far into it. I'm never going to be able to get that out. Well, that one did pretty good. I'd say it did pretty good. I'll tell you what, it performs completely different with this battery.
Yeah.
But it's not worth buying the $100 battery to put on it. You already got yourself into one of those by the time you do that. It becomes like $170 or $180 impact.
Wow.
I'm going to keep it like that so I can pull it back out. Okay, next I'm going to do the rigid. Well, I also have a bigger lag bolt too. I'm kind of curious about the bigger lag bolt. I said we run a test on a bigger lag bolt. What you think, Rico?
Do it.
Do it?
Send it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to run a bigger lag bolt just to see if it stops on that. Be nice to have one of those 10-inch lag bolts, you know. This is what I can't stand that. I'm going to do it on a fresh block of wood here. Did pretty good. Did really good. And that's the bigger lag bolt, the thicker one. I mean, it's only, I'd say about 4 inches, but it is definitely a lot bigger than the other ones as far as girth. So I'm going to keep that there. I mean, it would have went all the way in. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to keep that. No pilot hole or nothing drilled on that one. So Hercules definitely right now is doing well. We're going to go ahead and go with the rigid now. There's Kevin. Now let's see if this thing breaks.
Oh, yeah.
I broke already 2 of them with the flex. I already broke 2 of these with the bit. Let me check to see if we got any comments on there. No, it's just recording. Just recording. Well, I can't see that. Okay, so you found it?
Right.
Okay. So we're drilling the lag bolts. I have 2 different size lag bolts. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so this is going to be the rigid 5-inch lag bolt. I don't want to go too far into it. I would say that this performed a lot better than the Hercules, you'd say?
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm going to put the rigid in front of the Hercules as far as the top contender right now. What would you say, Maurice?
Yeah.
Yay?
Your expert opinion.
What is your expert opinion?
Get someone else to do it.
Okay. Okay, we're going to get this older Milwaukee Fuel. Well, I got to do a larger lag bolt too. I almost forgot to do that. Almost forgot to do a larger lag bolt. Larger lag bolt. Let me get this set up. Now I got to do this a certain way where I'm not going to crack the wood in the middle. I'll go ahead and do that here. What?
Where are you gonna give a recon?
All right, here we go. Rigid. Definitely did good on that one. You dropped it on the floor?
Nah, man.
Rolled away?
What's the price difference on them?
Can you look it up for me?
Significant, I would believe.
Can somebody look it up for me? Can you do something?
Rigid, like freaking 169.
Well, they usually come in a combo kit, so like combo kit's probably $150. You can probably pick them up. It'd be with a drill.
Give me a
and an
price.
impact.
Yeah, what is that rigid going for? It is
would-
part of that combo kit, but if you look at just the model number on it, which is the R86, here I'll tell it. Just do a Google search on it real quick. Because I'm kind of curious.
That's the other, like when you look at the combo kits in comparison to, buying a tool individually by itself,
Uh-huh.
you save a lot, because you get 2 batteries usually,
Yeah.
and a charger, and the 2 tools. Whereas if you have to buy a tool, then you have to buy a battery, you have to buy the charger, you have to buy a spare battery if you want another battery, then you're looking at, a higher overall
3-speed quarter-inch.
introductory
It is
cost.
the 3-speed 1/4-inch
It's 129 at Home Depot.
129 at Home Depot.
The tool itself.
Yeah, just the tool itself.
That's
the
no
combo-
battery, no charger, no nothing. And a combo kit probably lists for like what, 150, 200?
It was 300. That combo kit.
300?
Yeah, that was. Look at the rigid combo kit, the brushless.
I can't never see buying the tool by itself.
It's just not a good deal.
You might would buy an extra battery by itself.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I was buying the batteries and then here's a free tool. Now I got mine that one.
So I mean, there's multiple ways you can go about purchasing.
Yeah. So the way I look at it is that
Combo kits are the best. You got a standby battery.
yeah, combo kit is definitely a way to go. I mean,
Hit
See
them
the-
up on like Father's Day sales and Labor Day. And
so in Harbor Freight they didn't have any combo kits.
no, Harbor Freight, everything is.
It does not have any combo
individual.
kits. So, but by the time you piecemeal the tools together, you're already paying about the same as what you would pay for an awesome combo kit from one of the
another
other,
company, yeah.
from one of the biggers. But I ain't gonna say, but that Hercules did pretty damn good. I mean, it didn't do as good as the rigid impact on the lag bolt.
But as
weren't
far
here to
as
see
the
it.
The drill worked real well.
Yeah, the drill worked. We know that the Hercules won that one, but I mean Flex was in a different category in itself.
Yeah.
But I know that the Hercules did win that one, but I'd say that the Rigid Impact right now is running on the Impact. So, but I mean at the end of the day, they're side by side. The Hercules and the Rigid Impact are almost side by side, but you have to run that $100 battery on that. There's just no way if and buts about it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get these lag bolts in. I just tested it with the smaller
So,
battery.
yeah, this is an 8 amp hour battery compared to a 4 amp battery.
Yeah. So it's obviously gonna run a lot better. Yeah. So that is a big deal here, but it still didn't perform better though with an 8 amp hour versus a 4 amp hour.
Brushless hammer drill and the 3-speed impact driver for 249. The 4 amp hour battery and the 2 amp
Yeah. By the time
charger.
I spent more money at Harbor Freight for the two tools and the battery already, and it beat that. It was way more than that.
Yeah.
So Rigid definitely is a
So end of the day cost, the
a lot of the guys online, the comments I get that Rigid is pretty much the orange Ryobi, pretty much. That's kind of the going discussion.
honestly, like
we need to test the
I've
Ryobis.
had Rigid and Ryobi's work good.
Yeah, I-
Come a long way.
yeah,
They work real well.
I say next week I'm going to be testing Ryobi and Makita.
Makita's a good one too.
I like Makita. What about Bosch? Bosch obviously is a good one
Bosch
too.
is
Yeah, some Bosch that work as well.
Yeah, Bosch is supposed to be really
I
good
got
too.
some Bosch routers and stuff, and they work real nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Porter cable.
Porter cable. That's definitely another one that is one of the flagships for. No, yeah, that's not Harbor Freight, is it?
No,
Yeah. Which one is? What am I getting that mixed up with?
I'm not.
Oh,
sure.
the air compressor. What do you call it?
Ingersoll and Rand.
No. Forget it. I just got confused on a bit here. So I would say, let me move this around so they can kind of see a little bit of the testing we're doing here.
So that's Forstner bit you want to try.
As soon as I finish the test, what I say we do is we get a 2x4 maybe, we put it up, and that way we go sideways on it.
Okay.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put them up against here, and then that way we'll go sideways on it, and then from there we'll be able to test that out. What's the biggest one you got? We're gonna do
Inch
the
and
biggest one.
3/8.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do the biggest one you got. That looks lovely. I like that. Okay, let me go ahead and do the Milwaukee fuel. Let's see. This is the probably Gen 1 fuel, I would say. Oops. Who do you think's gonna? How do you think that you think the Milwaukee even hold up?
It's got a fully charged battery. I mean,
Fully charged battery.
what's the worst that can happen? It just doesn't do it.
Yeah. It'll just.
I mean, if you remember when we were putting them big lag bolts in the porch over there, we were using the big impact on them.
Yeah, we were right.
Yeah.
And these are them right here. No, this is no. These were the big ones.
But they were longer. Longer than that, because we were screwing through a 4x4, so they had to,
Think so?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in. This is the Milwaukee Fuel brushless. Has a small battery. It's a 2 amp hour battery on it. I'm gonna put a bigger battery on it. I mean, every other one had a bigger one. Let me see what the biggest one I have is. That battery's had it. Maybe this thing will catch on fire here.
That'd be interesting. This will be fun for everybody watching.
Yeah. The viewing pleasure. All right. This is the 9 amp hour battery. Did pretty good. Obviously, it's a 9 amp hour battery though.
Yeah.
That one's an 8 amp hour battery though. You know, so
What was the rigid? A 4?
the Rigid was a
4 amp.
4 amp hour battery.
Yeah. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind is comparing apples to apples.
Yeah. I should have just kept the 3 on there. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna run the 3. I'm gonna see how much of a difference it makes. Okay, so we're gonna run. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna do the same battery, 3 amp hour battery, Milwaukee fuel. Did pretty dang good.
Yeah.
This is old too. It's not the new one. Let's see how the Milwaukee brushed performs now with that same lag bolt. I'd like to see how that performs.
Brushed impact?
Yeah, the brushed impact.
We don't have a brushed impact.
Yeah, it's right here actually. I got it right here. This is a smaller baby too.
So brushed impact with the 3 amp hour.
So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how much, how the difference of brushed and brushless with the same, I mean, they're almost identical to everything here. So,
Biggest difference is the brushes doesn't wear out nearly
Yeah.
as fast.
but it also eats a lot of battery quicker. So it's less efficient too as well.
Put out a lot more power to.
Yeah, that's one thing is like, well, you know, what is, you know, is that even, I don't know, man. I would say brushless would be more power, have more power than brushed.
Oh, the brushless definitely has more power. That's what I'm saying. The brushless motor is.
Okay, so this is going to be a Milwaukee straight up. This is not, let me just double check to make sure, because they do make a version that's brushless, and that is,
They would advertise it on there.
yeah, it would be. But they make one that's brushless, but not a fuel. Okay, so but this is brushed. Let's go ahead and see how that performs. I mean, it seems to not. It seems to not let up. You know.
It doesn't let up. It definitely does not.
It's
have
not as
the
fast.
Same, it does not have the same amount of drive.
Yeah, that's definitely that is definitely something I did notice. Is that it didn't have the drive, but it didn't let up at all as far as like giving away. You
Yeah.
know. So it definitely is powerful from what I can see.
It's like a diesel versus
Yeah.
nitro. Or
There you go.
gas or something.
So I guess the last one we have is going to be the Flex, which I'm going to go ahead and move to the larger lag bolt, just so I can, if I have to break it, I got to break it. The bit, at least. I already broke one bit with it. This thing like tore through 2 bits already.
Well,
Crazy.
I mean, I guess you need better bits.
I know, right? Let me go ahead and,
Better hit that Snap-on man up for that lifetime warranty.
I know, right? You're going to have to do that, right? Especially with this guy. Okay, let me go ahead and hit the
Ejector button.
the ejector button
That's
for
something
the
that is that the only tool that has that
the
on
only tool that has the hex ejector button is going to be the Flex. So, like I said,
Flex
this is the
eject.
baddest boy we have right here, and I'm just going to hit it with the 3.5 amp hour battery, and let's see how this guy performs. This is a little. This is a thicker lag bolt. It's not as long, but which you think? Which this is going to be harder. Actually, let me get the longer one. Yeah, this is the longer one. 5-inch.
Yeah, 5-inch, half-inch lag bolt. 'Cause 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 'Cause
There's no turbo mode on that. The only thing that has turbo mode is going to be that. It says turbo on the back. That's just crazy, man.
It's definitely got some juice to it.
I'm sold on this Flex, man.
What volt is it?
It's
24 volt.
24 volt, man. Yeah. It's
That's the other thing you want to keep in mind, though, is like Rigid had 24 volt tools for a while,
Yeah.
but they're not able to, you can't buy stuff for them. You can't buy batteries for them anymore. You can't buy a lot of things for them anymore.
yeah.
Because they're, a discontinued line. So is, the 24 volt Flex going to follow the same path? Like you want a tool that is available and available for a long time if you plan on using it for a long time.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn it up, like let's say your drill's still good after 3 years,
Yeah.
but your batteries are spent and now you can't find batteries for it.
Yeah.
That's a big thing to consider when you're looking at buying, a tool for a commercial use or
Fall into
even
fall into get closer to that. So I would say I did some research on Flex, and the company that owns it is Chervon, not Chevron. Okay, but Chervon has been around for almost 100 years. Okay.
yeah.
Now, the Flex came from the German model of it, which is a red version. The American version is going to be the black model, and that's the difference behind it. So, but that's kind of what I found out. Some guy corrected me online and was letting me know this stuff. But after I started looking into it, they're based out of also Illinois too, Naperville, Illinois. And but they also are the same family as Skill. So you got Skill. You got Flex.
The original Skillsaw brand.
Yeah, I think. No, Ryobi is the lower end of Rigid is Ryobi.
Yeah.
Okay. Flex also. There's another brand that is kind of.
Yeah, there's like three big ones that
Yeah.
own all of the manufacturers. And then you have like your commercial grade, your home grade, and then your weekend warrior grade.
Where did Rico go?
I think he may have just stepped outside for a moment.
Let me go ahead and see what's cooking over here. Yeah, I wanted to. I'll have him take a look quickly. I know there's a chart where it has all the families.
Yeah, my dad knows all that stuff off of
Yeah. So.
his head.
Okay, so I would say now let's go ahead and do the test of the vertical with that bit. What bit is that called again?
It's a Forstner bit.
Forstner bit. Let me see that.
You wanna hold that up there.
Okay, Forstner bit. Now I know they make a little bit bigger ones of these, which I'm probably gonna end
it's
up
basically
getting.
like a paddle bit, but you
Yeah.
don't have the two teeth that dig it out. It cuts it pretty much flush.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Let me go ahead and show the other category over there.
It's a Irwin.
Now that, yeah, I could definitely post that on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I say we go ahead and how do you suggest we do this? Just put a 2x4, 2x4, 2x4.
You could drive it in it. You could do it whatever you want with it. I mean,
I like to see it going this way with it though. Where did I put it? So you'd say,
it definitely go through a 2x4.
yeah,
It's one of the things like, not like a paddle bit, but like if you can run it through so that the center tip comes out and then you can drill from the back side so you get a clean hole
yeah.
on both sides. And
Let me pull these out. And we tested all the impacts, right? Oh, the Bauer impact over there. Yeah, we said that just wasn't going to perform, right?
yeah, we weren't real impressed with it.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I didn't. Yeah.
That Flex, that thing's got some juice.
It's got some juice, man. There's no ifs and buts about it. I'm thinking about just swapping over to Flex, but I got so much Milwaukee tools, man. I don't think I
I
could
know
do
a
that.
neighbor that'd probably buy them off it. That being said, does Flex have the same like number and variety of tools?
They do. They started
Available.
building it, so they do have a huge. I don't know how many
I mean,
tools
it's
it
probably
is.
not like, you know, Milwaukee has what, 300 tools.
Yeah, I
They all
think they're
use
at
the
like
same
90 or
battery
something like that.
like that. But I mean, for the most part, like a lot of them, you're not going to use.
Yeah.
And some of them are kind of useless anyway. And everything does have a purpose. But
Yeah. I mean, but Milwaukee, you just got a whole vast array of tools that do
Yeah,
all kinds
from
of different things.
radios, fans, lights, air compressors.
I know.
You know, like
You can't beat that. You
I
know
will
what I mean?
say, I am probably going to buy one of those little compressors. That thing.
That little compressor I have is bad to the bone. I do like that.
I do
thing.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could show the people on. I wish I could get it on here.
Where's it
now.
at?
It's actually inside my my truck. Just open up the door over there. Okay, so we ran a full thorough test across Okay, so I guess that's going to be the next one.
This little thing.
What do you think we should do? We should maybe we take this.
Just wedge it in between it. I mean,
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab this.
no, it won't go on impact.
No, I know. Oh, you know what I have and I didn't play with yet was the that torque meter. It doesn't work with impact though. It only works with a straight, but as soon as you start putting impact on it, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But that's one way you could measure.
Now, what we need to do,
It'll work with that. Well, so
could we solid mount it to a board and then put each drill on it?
you
know what I mean?
It would
Like-
have to be in line. You want me to grab it real quick? It's
Yeah,
right
'cause
there.
There's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah, so I played with it a little bit and I just had a bad experience with it, but you never know if you run it twice, you know?
Whoa, is that live?
Yeah.
We got a viewer.
There's two.
Somebody's watching this? Whoa. That's pretty cool. Huh? They're back to one. Scared them away.
So I wanted to play with this before I sent it back because I wasn't really happy and impressed with it. But let me kind of show you kind of the gist of how it works. And I had to go get this special. Remember? I was asking you about it. I was like, hey, Kevin, do you have that? So let me go ahead and this one's going to go here.
If we can,
Yeah, this is what I broke. So, okay.
take and drill a 1/4-inch hole, hammer that piece into it, and then you can screw on one end of it, and you can see the torque that it's putting out without that piece moving. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Or put that piece in a vise. Put
Well,
one end in a vise.
once you start putting or drilling in whatever, it's going to capture the peak amount of torque, whatever is going to be pushing it through. So like, let's say for instance, I took the drill and I was drilling in a lag bolt, right?
Yeah.
And then whatever the max is going to press, whatever the max is going to be pushing that out, it's going to be the max what's going to be transferred to the lag bolt.
But if you put it in a vise where that's not going to move, it's already going to put that.
You're gonna hit the max.
You're going to hit
of
the
it.
max of whatever that drill's putting out.
Let me show you kind of the test that I've done on it, so you can see kind of what.
Because that's what I would do. I put one end in the vise and just put the drill on the other end of it.
It's kind of funny how this thing works. Let me go ahead and do this. Where is... Okay, let me grab...
Grab the one we released and press with.
Yeah, so that's going to be the
That one.
This one. Okay. So we're gonna give a try on this meter here. And this is what a lot of people do online. They have this, and what they do is they test it like this, okay?
So you can watch it.
Well, what happens is there's two ways of doing it. So as you're torquing it, okay, let me go ahead and set it. So that's pounds inch. So the unit, I'm gonna set it up to the T, and then the that's memory. Unit, I'm gonna go. That's foot pounds. That's inch pounds right there. It's not working. It's supposed to show something when I turn it. Let me hit that one, but yeah, it's not doing anything. It's the same problem I had the other day. And then it like woke up after I did something to it. But let me go ahead and try to do that now. So you're supposed to put this in here, in between it. See, it's not even. It's not even working. Let me try to turn it off and on. Yeah, I'm going to send this guy back. I'm not too happy with it.
No, if it don't work, it ain't no good.
Yeah. Because when I turn it, it's supposed to...
Show how many pounds.
Yeah, because one thing I did was, just to kind of see the honesty behind it, I took a torque wrench to it, and I set it to the exact... And it was registering. It was doing it. But as soon as you took an impact to it, oh, dude, it flaked it out big time.
Yeah, it's probably not designed for... I mean,
No.
you probably shook the guts out of it.
Yeah, I did. one guy that was watching me, he commented on it. He actually, you guys look exactly. He has his own YouTube page, but okay,
What?
Yeah, I'll show you. He has a diesel shop.
Yeah.
Good guy. Yeah, this ain't working. I got to send this thing back, man.
Yeah, you done
Do I?
You done rattled the guts out of that thing.
Rattle the guts.
Rattled the guts out of it.
Yeah, I want to get a, and this wasn't a cheap one. This was like 80 bucks, 80, 90 bucks. This is more expensive. So the next one I'm going to get is going to be the one from AC Delco. AC Delco makes one. So I'll get that one, but that's going to register for...
Now, would that work as like a torque stick for if you're tightening lug nuts and stuff?
Yes.
That would work as a, basically like having a torque wrench without having a torque wrench.
Yeah, but I've seen guys on the internet. They've used this with an impact, and I've
Yeah.
seen it. You know, but I got to research it more to make sure I get the right one next time because, I mean, I thought A
little shock therapy wasn't what it was.
Yeah, it was definitely not meant for that. And as soon as I used it, it was live. The faceplate popped off. It like exploded.
Well, that's probably not good for it.
Yeah, so definitely. Let's take. How are you checking to see how many people?
He's watching live.
Oh, were you? On what, TikTok?
On YouTube.
Oh, was it? Was it showing up? Was it showing up? Can you hear us both talking?
Yeah, it had a little lag to it for minutes.
Well, yeah, that's all right. It's not going to be like on point.
Well, let's try that. Let's try that fortune a bit and see what happens with it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and
you
put
can try
that
to
back.
drill in the end of the board, like end grain drilling. sideways, whatever. I mean, we got the ends of it. I mean, we got 3 fresh ends over here.
I got an idea. Some redneck ingenuity here.
Here, let me see that. I'll put this on this rigid right here for right now while you're setting that up, and just try to drill in the end of here. See what happens.
I was going to. That carved it out good.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a nice clean hole. You want to put another one in from the other
Yeah,
side?
another one. That'd be the easiest way to do it. There you go. Now we go ahead and drill in from the side.
Now we can try smaller ones. I mean, that's removing a good bit of wood right there, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've used it.
Yeah, give me a smaller one then. We'll go ahead and run it
It's
through.
still sharp. I will say that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run.
I'll give you one that ain't never been used.
I'm gonna bring a closer shot on this one.
Okay, so this right here.
Okay.
Is a brand new 1-inch.
All right, so let me see that one. I'm gonna go ahead and drill from the side on that one.
That one standing up right there is a 1-inch, brand new,
1 inch, brand new.
brand new.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do the lower end one.
I mean, we'll start from the bottom, work our way up.
I'm okay with that. You do. All right.
Started from the bottom down here. Is that something?
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way, and so you can see it. Or should I do it from the side over here? Nah, it's not gonna go all the way through.
Well, you don't need to go all the way through.
I want to go all the way through.
I don't think you can get it to go all the way through.
I think I can get it. No.
It's really just to see how well it performs
Okay.
cutting.
That's just a good bit.
It's brand new.
That's a nice bit. That's a clean hole, man.
I could have told you that.
That is a clean hole. Look at that.
Beats a paddle bit, don't it?
It does. This is a nice. I got to get a bigger one of these. I'm going after these tomorrow. I go to hardware store, go get some of these, man, right here. I want to get the big one. You saw the 3-inch ones.
Yeah.
Okay. If it carved out like butter, I gotta see.
That's an 1 3/8.
Let me see how that works with that one.
Now that one's been used a bit more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it still looks pretty sharp.
It's still pretty sharp. I mean,
Let's try it with the. That's a nice hole. And that's with the lowest end drill we have. That's probably one of the best tools, bits I've used before to put a hole right there.
you know, I buy quality shit.
That's good. Yeah. I don't think we should. I mean, to test that with the other stuff is gonna be kind of tough because it's
Try it
gonna,
with a flex.
Yeah, let's see how the
Go, you know, bottom of the line, top of the line. See which one.
see if it makes a difference. That much of a difference.
A very a wild.
I'm gonna put it on turbo mode. It's like a power band.
All right.
Turbo mode is like a power band, man. Okay. Turbo mode. Here we go. Ready?
The sawdust was definitely flying on that one.
That is definitely quick.
You got chips everywhere.
Yeah, I'm all over me. I'll never pluck them out of this jacket too. It's crazy. It just sticks there. But that's it. That's definitely nice bit on that one. I'm gonna get some bigger ones tomorrow for that one. And I don't think there's anything else we need to test here, is there? Maurice, you got any ideas? Rico, you got any ideas on how we can test? Are we gonna do a drill to? We're gonna have to execute one of the drills. Drill against drill.
I would get the cheapest ones.
Well, one thing is that the
Drill me a hole right here where I can drink me some pineapple juice.
now that's the bit you use right there.
Go. You want it?
What? Look at him.
If we drill a hole,
Don't
you gotta
say it
drink
if you're not going to do it.
Would be good and right now.
If we
yeah.
drilled a hole, you gotta drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I love it.
You
Want some more of it? Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious, man. How many's on the other one over there? Oh, there's 0. 0 there and 1 over there. I wonder if there's any comments. Sometimes there's comments. Hold on. I don't know how to get to that part. Let me see if, well, let's not do that. Is it getting cold? Well, this is a nice little. We definitely had a good live here on this testing here. What do you think? I think that's it. That concludes our testing for the night.
Yeah.
It's good. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.